Hello, art appreciation students. Yep, just making sure it was recording. I have made this video for today. Just a quickie on this Friday going into the week of finals. We're ending the week before finals, but just making this quick video. This is for the Summer 2 course of art appreciation. In any case, you all know this, but this video, I'm just going to cover the plan for the final exam because I want to be sure it gets communicated so that nobody like misses the opportunity to get the exam because it's a big chunk of the grade and everything. Just be sure everyone's ready before like the day I drop it or something, give you a few days to get ready, give you the weekend to study up and all that. So let me, excuse me, first share our class. Yeah, and let me, go ahead and do all this. So first we're going to talk about I guess just the rest of the assignments and things that we have. You're all pretty much wrapped up. There's one little thing left for you to do besides the exam. So just look at this in assignments. It's not really going to look the same as it does to you because it's not all available. But yeah, you're mostly done. The scavenger hunt's due this evening. Quiz number 2 is due on Sunday. And then actually, really what most of this is going to be about is the final exam study guide and quiz number 3. Those are the other little things for you to take a look at for the final exam. So actually, let me go ahead and just say before we I'm not going to click on quiz 3, but just so you know, on Monday afternoon, I am going to drop quiz number 3, but hear me out. This is a super easy quiz. You're going to really it's almost going to like, if you do it, you will for sure raise your grade if you do it at all. So like, and take it even a little bit serious. Like, don't blow it off. But like, yeah, trust me, this is not like an extra work thing for you to do. This is going to be easy, and it's just a reflection thing. So stick with it. Honestly, it'll kind of help you study and all that, maybe a little. And yeah, you can do that. But it is going to be available on Monday, and it is due on Wednesday. So it's kind of amidst the time that you're doing the final exam. But yeah, trust me on that one. You don't want to blow it off. So that's coming on Monday. The final exam study guide is already available. It dropped yesterday. It just basically is how you should prepare. Now, it's really important. I'm clicking on it so you can see. I want you to see mainly the beginning of this paragraph right here. It is not mandatory to complete the study guide. This is just to help you out. This is not something you have to do. It's just to help you get ready. And if you open the study guide, you'll kind of see why, because it's fairly substantial. But yeah, here's the study guide. You can fill it out digitally or by hand and use it as an aid on the final exam. It will actually be done, the exam, which we'll talk about in a minute, will be done just like our previous quizzes. It's just a really long one. So it's open note, open book anyway. But yeah, if you fill out the exam, you can use it. But the reality is you do not have to do the study guide by any means. A lot of students, during the regular school year like to do it because I let you use it as like a little bit of a cheat sheet. Yeah, you can't use notes during quizzes, but obviously online, I'm fine with you using the notes and book. But in any case, if you do, however, write out all the answers and definitions. So you'll see in a second, like when I open it, it's just a big list of terms and ideas. And if you write an answer for every one of those terms and ideas, and then resubmit it to this assignment. That's why I made this an assignment, is to make the guide available to you. And so that if you fill it out and turn it in, you can turn it in before or after you finish the exam by midnight on 8/11. That's like the last second you can get anything turned in to me is midnight on 8/11. You will receive 4 points added to your final grade. Not just to the exam, but to your actual final grade. If you went to a museum during your scavenger hunt, this will combine and basically make up an entire low quiz or writing grade, and then some. So yeah, it's like a full 8 or 9 points that you'll be getting back added. So it's like almost a full letter grade that you'll get if you do the study guide and you did the scavenger hunt in a real museum. So just good to keep in mind the extra credit. But yeah, to get the extra credit, just reiterating, this is the extra credit for this final exam study guide. You must list out every term mentioned and define each question and submit it back. Now, you don't have to write out full sentences. Just write a definition that I can understand, displays that you get the point and you found it in the slides and all that. If it is not completed or partially completed, you will not receive the extra credit. Let me go ahead and start here too and point out a lot of people that I saw turn in study guides in summer 1 were copying and pasting lines from the study guide into Google and getting very wrong answers. So it really, actually, yeah, let me just say that to anyone. Even if you are not filling it out for extra credit or anything like that, if you are using the study guide and you copy and paste the terms in the study guide into Google, first off, it's often going to be wrong. And if it is the same wrong answer, and then you go put that answer in the final exam, we'll talk about in a second, I will see that you've been Googling the questions instead of finding it in our guides, and it'll probably cause you to lose points on your actual exam. So not only will you get it wrong, but you'll lose points for Googling, because I can't tell if you did it during the exam or during the study guide. Anyway, we'll talk about it in a minute. But just in general, do your best to not copy and paste anything from the study guide into Google, because the chance of you getting it wrong is actually fairly high. The Google is not going to know every answer as according to actual texts and stuff like that. So, but in addition to this, if you do not completely fill out the study guide, or it's only like partially completed, I can't give you the extra credit for doing it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you fill it out completely, I'm not really checking if it's all 100% correct when you do the study guide. I'm just looking for you to have filled it out. But do keep in mind the whole Google giving you the wrong answer thing. It's pretty important that you recognize that can happen. While this loads real quick, just repeat that. Yeah, okay, so it's loading. You'll see it's fairly long. It's 5 pages, but it's just listing terms. There's a little space after each one for you to write. So you can print this out and handwrite. Like I said, during the school year, during face-to-face classes, people print this out, fill it out, and they can get extra credit and use it as a cheat sheet. But yeah, be sure you're filling it in after every single line, every term. Obviously, the easiest ones are going to be just the questions. And find these in the slides, guys. I mean, it should be pretty easy from the name of the chapter where these are going to end up. But yeah, just look in the slides to find these answers, get you all the way through the semester, all the way up to the end. The one chapter that's not really on here is chapter 23. And honestly, most of chapter 22 is not really in this. The beginning of chapter 22 is. But in any case, yeah, just keep that in mind. Fill that out to help, or at least look over it so you know what the terms are. Again, you don't have to fill this out, but you can use it to help you study, find answers. Again, yeah, reiterating that. Now, back to assignments real quick. Let me run over how the final exam is going to work exactly. So the final exam is not available to you yet. I'm sorry you're seeing this like in the making of, but I just want to go ahead and read you the first part. But yeah, it's going to become available on Tuesday at 5 p.m. This is Tuesday, 8/9. Okay, so this is your final exam for art appreciation. It's 24 multiple choice questions, 22 fill in the blank questions, and one final essay question with 4 parts. I'll tell you now, it's a DAIJ critique. Those are the 4 parts. So just keep that in mind. Be ready for that. You're going to see an artwork, and so you need to know how to do that and do it quickly and well. It's kind of like our DAIJ practice we've been doing. Now, yeah, there's no word bank, but you're welcome to use the notes, slides, and study guide, as we've already talked about. Open notes, open slides. Now, plan to complete this test in one sitting, okay? So be sure you have a big chunk of time. It's quite a bit longer than the ones we've done in the past, like 2 or 3 times as long. So be sure you give yourself plenty of time. If you take breaks, make them short and check back frequently so the test does not time out. I don't really know if that even really happens with the new Canvas quizzes, but just in case, yeah, just be on hand. Don't plan on like going to a whole work shift in the middle of your exam and stuff like that. Plan to have a pretty uninterrupted span of time. It will be made available Tuesday, 8/9 at 5 p.m. and must be completed by 5 p.m. on Thursday, 8/11. That is the last possible moment for you to turn stuff in, or turn the exam in, and pretty much stuff. Yeah, because on Friday at noon, all your grades have to be finished. So, yeah, it's pretty important that you, get it all done. If you don't get it done by 5 p.m. on Thursday, boom, 0, done, flat out. There's not much I can do for you on that. So remember the following guidelines. They're similar to what we've done in other quizzes. But yeah, open notes, open slides. But however, this is important. If you Google the answers by copying and pasting the questions in and I figure it out, which will probably happen because you'll get one of the common wrong answers Google gives. Seriously, it happens all the time. You copy paste, and then I just go through and I'm like, where did the student get that random answer? And then I copy paste the question in, and Google says that answer that the student said. Okay, it makes it really obvious. But if you do that, and I get one of those deals that's like the common, whoa, sorry, it started to edit. If you get that common Google wrong answer, yeah, I'm going to figure out that you've been doing that, and I will take an additional 20 to 30 points off the exam. The reason it's a range is depending on how badly you do it. So the more you do it, the worse you're going to do because, yeah, I mean, you're going to lose the question points anyway, and then you're going to get penalized for looking it up on Google. So this is important, though, that you understand when you're doing your study guide. It's also important not to Google because you might get the answer there, and then you're going to put it on the exam, and then I'm going to assume you did it during the exam. So just be careful. Be sure you're finding answers that are kind of copacetic with the slides that we've been doing. Okay, so or basically in the slides is what you should plan on. Okay, so just be careful. I don't do that to be just like mean or authoritarian, but like it's important that you know Google is flawed and like the information that we give you is the correct information, that we get it from the text, we get it from that stuff. In any case, or at least it is in the environment of this class. Now, there is only one attempt, but no time limit, just like always, do it all in one sitting, blah, blah, blah. I'm just reiterating that because it is longer. There is no late acceptance of the exam. If you don't get it on my deadline, it's a 0. It's flat out. Again, there's nothing I can do. As soon as it is due at 5 p.m. on Thursday, it's also no longer available to you. So you got to do it. When you get your score back, remember, this is just like all the other quizzes. I will have to review it and look for any typos or silly things that Canvas might have counted wrong. So your grade will likely go up. It has to go up because I have to do the essay questions for sure. So if you didn't blow that off, you're going to get the points there. You won't get correct answers afterwards. So if you want to know details after you missed, send me a message. Just like always, send me a message for any issues or concerns. Just double check. I said everything. Yeah. Oh, I won't grade until everyone's done. Just heads up, because that just seems like the right way to do it. I don't want you to get the feedback until everybody's had their shot at it. In any case, that's it. Let's go back to assignments. But yeah, so that is it. Be sure you have checked out the video. Be sure you start checking out the study guide, make a plan. We're still got a couple chapters. It's really like 3 chapters to review. I might even make one of the videos available or go ahead and post it today for part of chapter 21 or something to give you more to do over the weekend. But in any case, yes, this is it for today. Yeah, just use the weekend to finish up those last assignments, get ready for the exam. You'll do great. It's fine. It's really not too tough. It's just a long version of our quizzes. Literally, some of the questions are copied and pasted from our previous quizzes. So just think about it. I'm not trying to make it super hard on you. Okay. In any case, that's it. I think I got everything. Let me know if you have any questions about this video or any of that. And hopefully you all have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week, and we'll do that exam. Get it done. Thanks.